Hello everybody, welcome to the U-Tournies. My name is Harry Potter, yes. ProPokeNoob asked me to do a special narration for the Professor Croak's Harry Potter tournament. And when I heard that he did the battles for me, I kind of got a little upset, but it's okay. Now I must warn you, I have been in the United States of America for quite some time now, so my accent has been a little botulized, but it's okay because I'm Harry Potter and no one cares because I'm just Harry Potter. I'm the greatest thing that has ever been invented. So, hello. Yes, quite. Today we're gonna have a battle between the Gryffindor house and the Ravenclaw house. The Ravenclaw house was, excuse me for a second. Sorry about that, I'm Harry Potter. The Ravenclaw house got to use, I believe, the flying type, the ice, the dark, the psychic, and the steel. Yes, quite interesting. However, the Gryffindor house, because it is the greatest house of all time, invented by Dumbledore himself, got to use the fire, the fighting, the electric, and the normal type. Yes, we are so great, we get to use only 4 types and everyone else gets 5. Isn't that interesting? But anyways, looking at Mustafa, the way he played, it was well played, I must say. It was quite impressive. Watching the battle, I have no idea what they do in Pokemon Worlds, but it looked quite good to me. So, in fact, it's so simple, I wrote it down on a little piece of paper here, and I'm going to attempt to narrate. So, apparently he wants me to tell him about leads, and I don't know what a lead means, but I know the first Pokemon that he starts off with is a Heracross, so why don't we just go from there? So, ProPokeNoob, Mustafa, whoever actually does this battle, no one ever knows, but, it's gonna be led off with a Heracross, and, let's just use a little bit of Hocus Pocus to get to the next part of this upload, shall we? Personally, I am exhilarated for this battle. I don't know about you, but I would hope that all of you are very exhilarated to hear Harry Potter narrate. I hope, because I'm Harry Potter, and Harry Potter is the greatest thing in the world. By the way, the opponent that Mustafa went against goes by the name of Don't Blame the Lies, I believe. One second. Yes, quite so. Don't blame the lies. It says it at the top of my magic book computer thingy. So, I'm going to encrypt a channel down in the description below, and hopefully this will be good. So, I hope you all enjoy my narration and my talking, and let's just get to it. So, the Heracross is going to start, and the opponent, Don't Blame the Lies, or Don't Blame the L, is going to lead off with this thing called an Empoleon. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, but he's going to switch it out immediately because I guess it's scared of a giant stag beetle. I don't know. We can make bigger stag beetles back at Hogwarts. But he's going to send in the Ninjask, and he takes it quite spiffingly. It's almost like he just has a spring of tea in the morning, and nothing ever happens. But now the thing goes for an aerial ace, as Ron Weasley comes in. And Ron Weasley has let himself go quite a little bit. So, that's a thing. But now this little buggy thing is going to put the doll up, and I don't know exactly what a doll does, but apparently it saves the bug from dying, so... And apparently Ron Weasley smacks himself from a little bit of bolt of lightning come out of his arm. So, you know, this is why we have wizard school people, so you don't hurt yourself while you're casting a spell. But apparently he gets critical hitted, and the Ninjask is also going to faint it. So, that's, I believe, called a double down, or in my case, a homicide. But anyways, he's going to send out the Hex, and this thing quite looks like a Hex, and it's all about the hexing. So, a Kadabra is going to come out, but Kadabra doesn't stand a chance, because the Hex is fully powered by yours truly, Harry Potter. And as you will see, this Empoleon comes back in. The Empoleon, as some of the French people might call it, but it's going to get paralyzed. So the paralysis is going to happen, and now myself is going to come out in the form of, I believe, called a Torkoal, and some rocks are going to fall on my head. So that's okay, because I don't get hurt. And this is a great thing. And Mustafa actually advertises me and says, "Go effing Harry Potter." So obviously I'm the greatest thing on his team. Unfortunately, I don't really take a shot very well, apparently, because I'm just as big a wuss in the movies as I am in real life or in your books. So it's all fantastic, isn't it now? So I'm going to switch out, or I'm going to get myself out of there, as they say, and I'm going to let the Hex take over. And hopefully the Empoleon does not burn my Hexes, because when spells are burned, you know, they tend to explode. So explode with laughter, however, I hope, as the Hex actually has a little bit of a bite, because the para-haxing, or the para-flinching, as they call it in Pokemon, is supposed to be fantastic, and apparently this Water Pulse getting a para-fusion would make it equally fantastic, but alas, the Hex catches on fire. And that's very unfortunate, I must say, because, yeah, my Hex is not going to be as powerful. And as you will see, the Hex will actually be destroyed, so I will not be able to Hex as much, but the Hex did his job. But now Hagrid's going to come in. I love Hagrid. He's such a great friend. I mean, he's fantastic. Look at that punch. He punches Empoleon across the belly, and his tummy is just going to explode everywhere. I don't know. But now this thing called an Azelf, or an Azelfa, or whatever you call this thing, comes in and bursts his brain. You know, Hagrid has never been the smartest person, but the Snitch, of course, is the fastest thing in the world. I mean, you play Quidditch, you know about the Snitch. And the Snitch is gonna actually have a giant horn in this case, I suppose. I don't know. But now Mustafa sends me in, expecting me to take on a giant snowflake. Which makes sense, because apparently I'm a volcano thing. So, this thing sets up a screen of some sort, and I just apparently spin rapidly to destroy some rocks, which makes no sense in my mind. But then again, I'm Harry Potter, so what am I concerned about? And apparently I carry some toxic waste somewhere in my shell that I supposedly have, so... And now he leaves me in to die? I mean, a Kadabra cannot kill Harry Potter. I am unkillable. Look at what I did to Voldemort. Anyways, this thing called a Rotom is gonna come in. Why is this thing called a Rotom? It's supposed to be called something else. Okay. A Rotom is gonna come in, take out the Snowflake with a ball of shadows, and now this thing called a Gay Weavile is gonna come in, and Ravenclaw is going to fool me with the clawing magic, and is going to actually trap my Rotom, or the Rotom. But the Snitch is fast, and this Kadabra supposedly was supposed to be choice scarfed, but according to the opponent, don't blame the lies, it was choice bonded. So here's a lesson for you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, never bond a magician, because they don't like to be bound. And second of all, even if he was choice scarfed, switching it in on the Snitch wouldn't matter. One, because the Snitch is faster, and two, because the Snitch was attacking anyways. So if you switch it in, why would that matter? Ladies and gentlemen, I just did a narration on Pokemon. Why? Because I'm Harry Potter. I can do anything. I am fantastic. And I'm going to have some tea now, but thank you so much for watching. I believe ProPokeNoob says something along the lines of comment, rate, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Frankly, I don't find it very exhilarating, because, I mean, I can cast magic. And this thing is just, you know, the animated GIF files? I don't know. I don't do computers, I do magic. But nonetheless, I have a second battle for you coming up. Oh, apparently I'm not supposed to do it in this upload. But that's okay, because I will be back for another upload. Let me know how well I'm doing. And I hope to see you all next time. Until then, cheerio.